It really kind of annoys me that we've lost a picker at one of the pick rat things. I don't know. Oh man, I don't know though. I can't immediately think of any piece of evidence that we've got that actually could be relevant. I kind of want to use a hint coin. I'm going to use a hint coin, and I'm going to hope that it's not as blatant as it was last time. So I need to present at this? Oh, and it's narrowed down my choices. Okay, that's actually quite cool, I guess. I could never make an attempt on his life through magic or otherwise. This feels so wrong. But the hint coin's telling me to do it. The coin is controlling me. That one throwaway line about Grail being taught to read and write is really sticking in my head. He was writing it at 1 AM, and she would have seen what he was writing and would have been able to read it. I suppose it wouldn't be a good LP if I didn't get stuck, hopelessly. Alright, I want people to know that I'm not doing this because I think it's right, I'm doing this because the game is telling me to.
Objection!
And it's correct, because the... what the hell was all that about, like, suggest a motive for murder? Why were those two different? Miss Grail had no reason for wanting to kill Sir Belduke. This part just seems to have been really badly written compared with the rest of the game in general. But you always get those moments in Phoenix Wright games. We didn't get any with the first game because it obviously wasn't blind. And we've not really had any moments up to this point in this game. But it's very common in Phoenix Wright games for them. They're trying to make a point and they're trying to make it obvious what the point is. But at the end of the day, it's just terrible, terrible logic that they use. And I guess a large part of that probably comes with the localization or whatever, but... well, we've figured it out with the help of Hint Coin. There was another incident that night which relates to this case. And I have an idea what it was. Is that the lightning strike? I'm referring to this letter. Sir Belduke wrote a letter shortly before his death, yet all we have here are some blank sheets of parchment. So, she swapped out the letter? Wait, no. I'm, again, confused. Fascinating. Are you saying maybe a witch used some kind of ink-removing magic on that letter, Mr. Wright? No, the spell used by the witch was, of course, Godor. What points are you trying to make here? The game's just left me. I'm way back there, having 100% proved in my mind that Grail did it, and they're just going over stuff that doesn't seem relevant to anything. Let's go over the state of the crime scene one more time. As we know from Miss Mailer's testimony, the letter was in a letterbox next to the victim's head.
Oh yes, it's in the sketch as well. The letterbox on the far side of the shelf.
The point of note is the location of that letterbox. Unbelievable. As Inquisitor Barnum seems to have noticed, the letterbox is within reach of the small portal conjured by the witch behind the painting on the wall.
Oh, indeed it is! Amazing!
and as Sir Belgium's butler. You would have known exactly where he keeps his letters. Otherwise you'd have been a terrible, terrible butler. Indeed, Master Belgium would always keep his letters in that letterbox before posting them. You mentioned no such thing. You never asked. It doesn't seem like an important detail. Miss Grail, you created a portal with Godor. Not with the intention of killing Sir Belgium. You were after this letter, weren't you? That's merely wild conjecture. I didn't even know about that letter at the time. You did it, and that's very strange. When Miss Baylor came back that night, Sir Belgium was busy writing that letter. And that's when you entered, carrying a bottle of tomato juice. Ah! There's no way you would have known that your master was writing a letter to someone. And you could have known even more than that. For instance, perhaps you knew what he was writing about. That's enough! I served Master Belgium as his butler. I never would have pryed into his private affairs. Whatever it was, he wrote about it in his final letter to Storyteller. It is no concern of mine. So, she's just revealed that it's to the Storyteller. Okay. I mean, we already knew that from the court record, but the fact that she knows, kind of suspicious. Your Honour.
Yes, defence!
I'd like Miss Grail's last statement to be added to her testimony.
Any objections? Request a pardon?
No, my lord. Okay. Very well, witness include what you just told us in your testimony. Can't we just point out the blatant contradictions? No, we have to game the system. I had no reason to take his life nor steal his letters to the Storyteller. Hold it. Let me get this straight. You didn't know anything about the victim's letter? That's right. I believe I said as much already. Then how did you know? Yeah, still got 20/40 picker outs. Although we're going to have less because of our credibility and rating. How did you know it was addressed to the Storyteller? Dun dun dun. Finally!
Oh, indeed!
Ellipses. Why did you answer his question, witness? Ellipses. It's true this letter is addressed to the Storyteller. But when did you find out about it? Ellipses. I have spoken about the murder with many people over the past 3 months. Are you gonna shout at me?
Hang on!
Go on. Excuse me, Miss Mailer. Sir! Ringing in the ears. I thought I caught her off guard, but it's her screech that's caught me off guard. Is there perhaps anything you'd like to add to Miss Grail's testimony? No, not really. In that case, let me ask you a different question. Did you tell Miss Grail about Sir Belgium's letter? Yes? I don't know! Many ellipses. Do not beat about the bush, witness. Answer the question. If I may briefly interrupt. I am testifying right now. If you wish to question Miss Mailer, please do so once you've finished interrogating me. Have you not paid attention to the gimmick? That's the whole gimmick of the game, is you can question multiple people at once. Jeez. She's not going to let me question Mailer from looks of it. And if she's so keen to prevent her from answering, this might just be a critical point of the testimony. Gotta find another way of fishing for that information.
Witness, continue testifying!
Okay. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, maybe I should go back. Press this. Wait, oh yeah, wait. Which line was it that I was pressing? Which line was I pressing? Did I press to get that last piece of information? I'm confused and forgetful. Let's...
Hold it!
No, wait, this is the one that goes on to talk about motives. Oh, right, okay, no, it's changed. Okay, that's alright. So this time we're not going to question... question what's-her-face. Mela. That's really all I can think about. Okay, this is the point where we question Mela, so let's go ahead. Everyone's been very kind to me. They have also told me all sorts of things. I must have heard about it from someone at some point.
Hoof! Well, this is something much talked about. Would you not agree it's defense?
Does the testimony hold together? No! There's a contradiction. There's a huge contradiction in Miss Grail's testimony. The fact that Mela never told anybody... Right? You're becoming very predictable, some Blue Knight. If there is a contradiction, I hope you have the evidence to prove it. Oh, God. Oh, God. We don't have any evidence that specifically mentions that the confidentiality obligation. Dang it! But if I say I can't present evidence, they'll just take me back to the freaking testimony. It's probably something stupid that's really worded badly. I'm gonna... See, ideally what I want to do is put two pieces of testimony against each other. Because Mela goes on to say that to talk about the confidentiality obligation. I can't present evidence, I want to present a testimony. Why can't I cross-reference two pieces of testimony? Defense has no intention of presenting evidence. The proof there is a contradiction cannot be found in the court record. Yeah, okay, I did the right thing. Oh my god, I did the right thing. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright? The professor pointed out to me in the previous witch trial. In this court, an attorney's arsenal is limited to the court record. Each of the witnesses in this trial has given their own account of what occurred. Therefore, whenever one witness has testified, the other remaining witnesses have listened. Should one witness testimony differ from the other testimony, then... I suppose that itself can also be considered a contradiction, can it not? We're gonna do this thing again! Just opposing contradictory testimonies from the different witnesses is the key. Miss Grail. Your testimony contradicts another one that we've heard in court today. Oh, it was this thing. Confidentiality obligation! Never once broken it. Boom! Yes! Oh my god, Luke, yes! Oh my god, Luke, yes. Yes, 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 yes. That is what you're here for, Luke. That is your job. Oh my god, yes, that is your job. That is your job. There's a single word that gave you a Miss Grail. What do you mean by that? The name of the recipient. There were only a few people who knew the intended recipient in that letter. 4 people to be precise.
Only 4 people?
First was Sir Belgic, the author of the letter. Then there was Miss Mailer who delivered it. And of course the storyteller is recipient, as well as one more person. The one who stole the letter, using a portal spell, and sourced with the blank sheets of parchment. The witch. Oh, Mailer! Maybe I did! Maybe I spilled the beans! About the letter, I mean. Maybe I told the butler. You did what? She said she told the butler. Because, you see, me and the butler are sort of friends. And it was about I did to Belduke. I feel like I might have told her about it after all. See? If I did, that's how she do. I bet the recipient, everyone in this town is really happy to lie to cover up a witch.
Objection!
Quite happily. I understand that you are friends with Miss Grail and you want to help her out. But I've got a piece of evidence, Miss Mailer. You shouldn't lie, even for a friend. Huh? Remember your testimony. You told us about the courier's duty to keep the details of the letters confidential. And you've also testified that you've never broken that obligation, remember? She might have said that. Oh, God. But hold on just a minute. As the victim's butler, Jean Grail might have had a chance to catch a glimpse of the envelope. No, she didn't. Ellipses! When Miss Baylor came with that delivery, Sir Belgic was still writing that letter. In fact, he was in the middle of it. At that time, the letter had not been addressed yet. And the next morning, the body was discovered that the letter was already in the letterbox. Keep in mind that Miss Grail would have had no opportunity to see it then either. Okay. She went to report the crime without even setting foot in the study. I'm still not sure why that letter's in the picture, considering that was a drawing by the sketch artists. Like, I assume they went to the scene, but by that time the letter would have already gone. Whatever. Needless to say, Miss Grail couldn't have learned of the letter's recipients afterwards. Or maybe you had a very good explanation, Miss Grail. I'd very much like to hear one. Can you please tell the court how you found out the recipient's name? Anyway at all? Mr. Wright. Yes? Is she going crazy mode? Do you remember what I said when I was called to the witness stand? Sure. I don't. At the heart of alchemy lies the pursuit of the rules and logic that govern nature. You have demonstrated the power of your own logic. Miss Grail.
Oh, are you saying?
Yes, I confess. The abhorrent witch who used the spell Godor to swap the content of that letter, and who took life of Mr. Belduke. It was none other than I. Confession! So what's going to be the catch? That can't be it.
Although amateurs sometimes mistake Praesiolite for amethyst.
Who'd do that? Amateurs.